Are you doing headphones?
Oh, yeah. Well, do you want to plug it in and try it out? Alright, cool.
Alright.
We gonna try it out. I'm plugging stuff in. Which one is your cable? I stopped recording for a second, sorry. Oh, I can hear you.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear it. We can go headphones, I guess.
Yeah.
I've never done that.
You could hear me?
Yeah.
Weird. That's really neat because I can't hear you. I mean, I can hear you, but I can't hear me.
Well, I think I heard me. Hold on. I didn't turn this on. Let's turn it on first.
Let's turn it on first.
I didn't really pay attention
What do you mean you didn't pay attention?
to if I heard me, but... All right.
Well, I guess if you heard me, that's good enough.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I hear myself.
Oh, you hear yourself?
You don't hear yourself?
No. Do you hear me?
In
your headphones?
Yes.
Oh.
I hear me more than I hear you, actually, but...
Right? Me too.
So, anyway, what we've been doing is, again, messing with levels and microphones. We think we got stuff dialed in, and then we don't. And that's why we're actually doing this video right now, to give you an update. Right?
Right. Yeah, totally. Absolutely.
It's the first time we've had headphones on, so we're trying headphones out. We're trying some different stuff. But I'm Brian Dales.
And that was loud as fuck, man. We are almost too loud. I think we need to...
I'm Brian Dales.
I'm Caleb Choir. Sorry, we're
here at Craft Conversation Studios, and we decided... what did we decide? Well, first off, what we do here, right, is we craft a conversation with interesting, influential, and fun guests. I think I reversed those two first words, but usually I read it. I'm not reading it anymore. And then we drink a few craft beers. I think we're just going to do one tonight because it's a bomber. But we are doing... What are we doing?
I don't know.
We were calling it State of the Podcast Address, right? We're going to give everybody an update on what's been going on, where we started from, where we've gone to.
Okay, gotcha.
Where we've backed up to, where we went forward again, and then we just went back a little bit again. So we're getting this thing dialed in eventually. But I think it's going well. What do you think?
Well, I think that was a big yawn.
Yeah, I think you might be a little tired.
Hey,
I think we should open a beer.
I
think that's a signal that we need a beer.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Before we start talking about all this stuff. So, what we're drinking today is an Arrogant Bastard Ale. Picked it up real quick at Harris Teeter on the way here. I'm not going to lie. And it's usually a good one. Description, it's by Stone Brewing Company out of Escondido, California. And 7.2% ABV, 100 IBUs, so it's going to be a little bitter. Arrogant Bastard, this is an aggressive ale.
Hey.
What? I'm trying to read the description of the beer. What's going on?
Well, I was going to record porno, but never. I changed my mind. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, this is just
you're right.
thing.
I'm sorry.
This is an aggressive ale. You probably won't like it. It is quite doubtful that you have the taste or sophistication to be able to appreciate an ale of this quality and depth. We would suggest that you stick to safer and more familiar territory. Maybe something with a multi-million-dollar ad campaign aimed at convincing you it's made in a little brewery, or one that implies their tasteless, fizzy yellow beverage will give you more sex appeal. Perhaps you should think multi-million-dollar ad campaigns make things taste better. Perhaps you're mouthing your words as you read this. That's all it says.
Okay, cool.
That's why it's arrogant, I guess.
Seems a little arrogant.
That's my glass. We'll pour your glass first here, Caleb.
No, Mr. Picky.
No, I just like to give...
No, I'm just kidding. I didn't run that race, so I don't want that glass.
Oh, yeah. I just thought you meant because I was pouring yours first instead of mine. But yeah, I got this cool...
no, that's just nice.
Cool Ville de Ville craft brew relay glass from last weekend from the relay. I think it's pretty cool. Actually, I just realized it's got a little imperfection in the lip. I thought it was a crack, but it's just a little bubble. See it right there?
Look at that. That's a rare glass, friend.
It is rare.
Sell that for a lot of money later.
Every time, Caleb.
Every time what?
I just can't pour equally. I had more left, and I should have poured a little more for you to begin with.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I want to put that there. Can they see that there?
I'm sure they can.
All right. So let's get into it.
All right. Well, I think shit's going well.
Let's toast to
going well.
To going well and to where we are.
Well, it's not as bad as I was expecting.
Yeah, the bitterness isn't as bad as I expected either. Maybe this is an older bottle. You never know what you're going to get when you pick up something from a grocery store, to be honest with you.
What grocery store?
It even says drink fresh on here. But
Harris
I'm not
Teeter?
sure. Yeah, and I'm not sure where to look, and I really don't want to take a whole lot of time trying to find it because I can't read anything on this bottle, actually. But
that's fine.
Anyway.
It's not bad.
It's good. But yeah, I was expecting a little more bitterness, so that's why I'm thinking maybe it's a tad bit older bottle and it's not as fresh as it was, so the bitterness has kind of dropped off a little bit. Because at 100 IBUs, I should have a little bit more.
It's got a pretty heavy body, pretty malty.
There's a lot of malt in there too, sure.
Not a huge fan of the heavy malty body.
All right, well.
I'm not saying...
They told you right off the bat you probably won't like it. The second sentence.
I know. And I thought to myself, I bet they're going to be right. And it's not that I don't like it, because I do like it, and I can appreciate it for the style of beer that it is.
Right.
But any more than one, and that's...
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it. But I can enjoy a glass, don't get me wrong, because I don't drink these often. So.
Right. I like Stone beer. Stone's really good. I used to go out quite often, when I was out on the West Coast. The fans has that sausage as we ate. It's coming back up. But yeah, state of the podcast. So we had we had the pilot episode. Then we had Mike Carcut on from.
We did.
So we had a chef and a business owner. We've had a couple musicians, Joshua Jarman and Dan Riley.
Yeah, I got a couple more coming.
Clayton we had
Lewis.
A photographer and also kind of a business owner, Richard Mallett. He was on the show. He's coming up this Friday, so nobody's seen him yet. Teaser's coming out. Is there a teaser coming out?
If I can get it to work, there is.
Okay.
But I can't get it to work right now.
You're talking about the little thing that we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. You'll get it to work. I have faith in you that
Thank
you're going to
you.
get it to work. So we're going to try and put a teaser out for Richard Mallett, and maybe that'll be something we'll do in the future as some kind of exclusive content thing. We're still working on some ideas, but put a little teaser out, and then his video come out on Friday the 27th. And then we have just posted today that we have Clayton Lewis in the studio tomorrow night.
Yep.
And then another musician Wednesday night. Paul Stone, the Paul Stone Project, is going to come in.
He seems really excited.
Yeah, I think we're going to have some good stories from both of these guys and some good music. And then we got some different stuff coming up. It's not always going to be music, but we have a lot of musical friends, and they're excited to be on the podcast. They want to showcase what they got, and we want to. We get free music in the studio. Most people got to pay for that kind of stuff.
That's true. You do mention that all the time.
I do. But I think
there and he thinks to himself, I can't believe this is happening in my house.
I do all the time.
And then I laugh at him.
I don't know. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd have musicians sitting here playing for me. I feel like Howard Stern or something. Howard Stern has musicians on all the time.
That's true.
He gets played to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're getting played to.
Serenaded. I know.
And I think it's awesome. And it sounds good in here. I like it. The mic
I like it.
The mic hasn't picked it up as well as we would like it to a couple times. A couple times it has. So it's been kind of, what would you say, 50-50 on the musical sound? I don't know. Maybe it's more than that. Might be 75.
Honestly, I don't think about it too much.
I know, but I don't think about it because I'm hearing it live and I know I hear it sounding great, but to the listeners, we're definitely...
You're very concerned about that.
I am.
Just relax.
Because I feel like we'll lose people if they're not getting good quality sound.
We have 4 episodes posted. Come on, man.
So, anyway, that's what the State of This Union podcast address is all about. That's where we started. But guess what, guys? It's getting ready to get good.
Yeah.
And the work is getting ready to get harder. Not really harder, though, right?
Wait. I got.
Red.
Hold on. What do you mean is starting to get good?
Starting to get. No, it's always been good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Come on.
But I'm talking about dialed in.
You got dialed in.
Running smoothly. Like we've adjusted the carburetor. We got the right fuel in there now. We got the good tires on it. We got some synthetic oil, and this car is getting ready to purr. It's getting ready to run a good quarter mile time. I don't know. I'm using car references. Does that make any sense? It's getting ready to be a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, just enjoy it.
In a short amount of time, I believe. I think there's a lot of people out there that have started podcasts, and it's taken them a long time to get even to where we are at this moment.
I would say
we're doing well. I know I'm too negative sometimes about it, but
I didn't think that was negative at all. I think you're literally saying right now that we are working our asses off to improve the show that we've created.
We really are.
I think that's a very positive thing.
And this is the first time people are seeing my new mic. I got a new mic. This guy right here. It's a white mic. I went with white.
Oh, that's right, because
Richard
hasn't posted yet.
Yeah, so the white mic will be in Richard Mallett's episode, but first time you guys have seen it.
All right, so let's say...
And I went with white because I had white headphones, so I wanted to...
No one needs a reason, man.
They might want to know.
Literally, no one was thinking, I wonder why he got a white one and Caleb has a black one.
Might be. I mean, we're just trying to be diverse, I guess. Right? I mean, trying to give some love to the white. Every episode of anything that you see, they have black headphones and black microphones. Every single podcast you watch.
You know what? You're right, Brian. So I say we spray paint our mics orange.
Ooh.
Except not this one. This is wonderfully donated.
That's a beautiful mic.
Hold on. Let me correct that.
The mic, the holder, everything.
We are borrowing this from Fleming Moore. Thank you, Fleming.
We don't have the option to buy. We're not renting with the option to buy.
Oh, speaking of that, we've got to buy the power cord to this thing. He needs it back.
Okay.
So I promised him we would buy it off Amazon tonight because he needs it before this weekend. I'm going to cut this part out.
We have to talk about all monetary issues together. I'm just kidding.
What did he say? He needs it. He's helped us out so much. I'm like, yes, absolutely.
Well, what happened to the short mic that we had during Richard's episode? The short cord that went across the table.
I changed it because you bitched about it so much.
I know. It was so horrible.
I mean, it was a little annoying, but it didn't taint the show at all.
All right. Well.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm not spray painting this microphone orange, but I do think it's a really cool idea. And I don't know how it would affect the condenser. Condenser.
Yeah, I mean, it might fill in some of these holes, and I don't know. I don't think it'd be a good thing to paint anything, unless you're going to leave this white.
Yeah, we'll just paint the frame. I could do that.
I don't know.
You could do
I
that.
wouldn't mind a bit, but I know I have a lot of Carolina listeners that probably might not even listen ever again if I had an orange mic.
But our logo has orange in it.
That's true, but it's not. Okay, I don't know. People are weird, man, around here about football.
All right, what if you had an orange one? This one was yellow, and mine was black. So it hits all the colors in there.
Nah, let's just leave the mics alone.
Damn it, man! I'm trying to get creative over here.
But we got so much other stuff to do. We're not painting mics.
I know.
We didn't even paint this table. Now we're gonna paint a mic. I mean, we got stickers on it, but.
Hey, first off, screw you. It took me 3 hours to get to this point.
I know. If I would have been here, I would have helped, but I wasn't here. I'm sorry.
Speaking of that,
I like having the headphones on.
I know, I do too.
It drowns everything else out.
It kind of does help. You need to fix your sander. It somehow became unsynced. I just need to loosen it up and straighten it back.
So you're just now telling me you broke my sander. Is that what you're saying?
I kept meaning to fix it before telling you, and then every time I see it, I
don't
feel
even remember
bad.
when the wedding was. What day was the wedding? That's been a long time. That's almost a month ago. I'm just now hearing this. I'm glad I didn't need to sand anything.
Me too.
I do need to sand some stuff. But
I'm glad that I told you before you sanded something.
No, we'll fix it. Things break.
It didn't break.
It's an imperfect world, like Breakfast Club used to say. Screws fall out all the time. It's an imperfect. The world is an imperfect place, I think is what he said. You remember that?
Yeah. Somehow I was putting pressure on when it was slowing down or something, and it just it caught and just moved, and so it's not lined up anymore. So we just gotta loosen that thing.
Yeah, just kind of. All right. No big deal.
I know, man. I'm sorry. I just wanted to be honest. Yeah. So you're right. We're not fucking painting mics. How's the second tangent off of the mic phone things?
But back to the state of the podcast address.
Things are big plans. Really,
things are getting ready to get real.
Freaking big plans.
Yeah, we're working on lots of people. We got some people from Brew Pub coming in here shortly. We got them scheduled. We got a duo team coming in. It'll be our first duo musical group coming in.
You want to give a shout out to who it is?
We can. Band of Brothers Acoustic. Yep. Just set that up last night, as a matter of fact. Was it last night? Yeah. With Matt from Band of Brothers. We worked that all out, so they're going to be on. We're working on trying to get an author. Not a book author, but a writer for a magazine. So we're working on that. That's possibly going to happen. Who else are we working on?
Baker. On we really would like to get that baker in here.
Yep. We're working on a baker. Baker, cookie maker, cake maker. I don't know. We're working on...
Are you trying to rap?
Yeah. Working on some beer distributors or beer reps, brewery reps.
Brewery reps. Very excited for that.
I mean, we're not working on it. They're coming. It's just a matter of when. We just haven't got it scheduled yet.
Yeah. These are all
matter of fact,
guaranteed things.
He was supposed to get with us today. He said Monday. We didn't hear from him. We need to text him.
We'll handle that after this.
Okay. Because I was waiting on that all day because he said he'll get back to us on Monday.
Actually, Tyler Jones, I'm texting your bitch ass right now.
Well, you don't have to call his name out. That's kind of rude.
You're right. I'm going to cut this part out. Sorry, Tyler. That was mean. I liked your idea. What? I really did.
And who else? Oh, maybe Caleb Taylor. We've been talking to him from Homegrown Brewhouse.
I know. It's so difficult to get that dude in here. And Gordon, for freaking crying out loud.
Let's talk about Gordon. Well, it's not his fault, right? I mean, it is his fault because...
So
maybe it's not his fault.
he chose to eat it, Soul.
He said he was sick, so I can't blame him for that. I don't want to get sick, so I don't want him in here breathing on me and breathing all over these mics and stuff. And then we'd have to really paint him and disinfect him and stuff. But he's just elusive, man. We ran into him the other night at Homegrown Brewhouse, and I wanted to just go ahead and do it, like do a remote podcast since I had him sitting there, but we did not. We kind of did a little short live video, and that was fun. We're going to try and do more of that. I think we're going to try and get out about and do some live feeds from around town, maybe just short stuff.
Should we mention?
You mention whatever you want, man. This is your podcast. You say whatever you want. The airwaves are yours.
I know. I like being on the same page there.
But the only problem with Caleb that we found out is he can't do the late night recording sessions that we do. We kind of like to record after 9 p.m. Let's be honest.
Well, that's because
it's easier because we both work during the day. I think the lighting's better when it's dark in here versus having the sun coming in through these windows and stuff. I don't know. I like it better, but we're going to do our first kind of day podcast.
We can just tint the windows.
These are tinted, actually. But just for heat, I think, more than anything.
Oh.
They're not like blackout tint or anything, just to keep the heat out. But yeah. Gordon is going to be on eventually. I made a promise the other night that we are going to have him on this week, but you're going out of town Thursday morning, so
excited.
We're recording tomorrow night, and Wednesday night is already booked. We tried to get him in here tonight. He never responded. We thought he maybe would just kind of blast through the door and surprise us.
Kramer style.
It's at 5 after 11. I doubt that's happening, so I would say we're not going to hear from Gordon.
I'd say it's already done. We did not hear from Gordon.
Right.
Past tense.
He's a musician. He's a magician. He's a Sasquatch. He's a Bigfoot. He's a leprechaun. I mean, you can't pin him down.
No, you see glimpses, and then before you know it, he's gone.
Yeah. And I'm trying to pin him down for other reasons because I want to go kayaking. We did a kayak trip last year, like a 4-hour, 8-mile kayak trip last year with a group of us. That was fantastic. And
I know. You talked about that with the episode on Richard. So listen to that episode for more details before Brian repeats himself.
All right. Sounds good.
I feel like a part of me hates the fact that we can't nail Gordon down, but a part of me kind of likes it. the more elusive he is, the more it just builds the suspense. And like, we're gonna get Gordon in here.
Yeah, but the only hopes is that the suspense is going to be worth it, because if he gets on here and it's a bust,
there's literally no way it can be a bust. Every person I have ever talked to about Gordon loves Gordon.
Yeah.
And half of them didn't even meet him.
Half of them didn't even meet him. They just love the...
There's such a unique story and character about... Yes, there is a lore. And we're going to make a freaking book. It's going to be like a schmarto because, copyright. I'm just... Fuck it. We're way too small. I want to do a Where's Waldo version of Where's Gordon.
I was going to just say that. I didn't know where you were going with that, but I was going to bring that up.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. I think it'd be so much fun. Maybe not in a legit, fully illustrated hardback book, but maybe like a fun little small magazine or something. I think that'd be hilarious. A good time.
Yeah. So these are the sausages. I only had 2 of these guys. Hatch green chili sausages. I'm gonna just do a little plug. I'm keto. I'm just showing people this is a good keto snack.
But
I ate 2 of them, and now I'm like burping them up. I don't have heartburn or anything. They were great, and they're only like 1 carb.
I ate one of those. I thought it was great too.
2 links is just 1 carb, so they're good.
I made a keto bowl for dinner, is what I called it.
At work?
Pulled pork with banana peppers, jalapenos, sauerkraut. And I cooked the pork, and then I put all the other toppings on top, so it heated all of that up.
Yeah.
Put it in a bowl. Put just a little splash of hot sauce.
You got some veggies. You got
it was
some
delicious.
sauerkraut. So you got some good gut bacteria going on. Probiotic.
Yeah.
Sauerkraut is, I think, probiotic.
Yeah, I always try to get sauerkraut or kimchi.
You got some pork in there. You got some good fat.
The peppers are just delicious.
I like it.
I like it.
I gotta quit saying that.
No, I think you should keep saying it.
All right, maybe we'll make a shirt out of it. I think we mentioned that.
I already did.
All right.
You just haven't seen it yet, and neither have I.
What else we need to talk about?
Oh yeah, did you want to mention the Patreon thing?
Did I want to do it?
The Patreon thing? Or you want to
bring it up? I mean, we haven't finalized anything and got it dialed in yet. Just like this whole thing, but I mean, it's something we're working on.
I guess if this is us talking about our plans and for the future, I guess we should bring it up. All right, so we are going to start a Patreon account.
I feel like I'm breathing into this mic like I was doing with... What episode was that? I was breathing into the mic so hard. I think it's Richard. Yeah, I was like... just had my nose right over it. I'm trying to find... That's why I was messing with this earlier. I'm trying to find the right position so I'm not breathing into it. I'm talking like...
You know how...
Go ahead.
You know what would work better? Desk mounts. Or someone...
To bring it down? Like hanging upside down?
Yeah, well, no, it would just be here so you can keep it further away. You wouldn't have to spend so much time trying to adjust this stupid...
Yeah. So we just clip it in here and spring mount it or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, or we could just drill a hole in the middle and just mount it there and just...
Yeah, but those clip-on ones were nice. They were only like $13.
No, that's what I meant. Drill a hole and just clip them, all 3 of them into the same hole so it goes towards the people.
But that's not obtrusive on the camera angles that we got set up. Here. That's not going to block. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll set it up different places. And
You're right. I see what you're saying now. Yeah.
I mean,
let's not do
if
that.
we're coming from this angle.
Plus, man, let's be honest.
Here.
3 hours I couldn't stand down a door, so who telling?
Well, now we know why, because you broke my sander.
No, that was when I was done. I don't want to talk about it. Anyways.
Patreon account.
We are starting a Patreon account.
Yep. Google it if you'd like. Not our Patreon account, but Google Patreon, and you'll understand kind of what Patreon is.
Here, I'll do a little explanation.
All right.
You guys know Leonardo da Vinci? You know Donatello?
Are we waiting for answers?
You know Michelangelo? No, I'm not talking about Ninja Turtles. I'm talking about famous painters. They all had rich families that paid them to paint a bunch of things. And even if they weren't specifically
Patreons.
Painting. No, just patrons. There's no E in it.
Patrons. I got you.
It's okay. I do that a lot, actually. And anytime you write Patreon on your phone, freaking autocorrect changes it. It drives me nuts. Anyways, I'm mumbling. Gravel. So, not to compare our podcast with Leonardo da Vinci, but to compare it to Donatello, it's the same thing. You guys would pay a monthly fee, and you would get certain things for that.
Let's not go into all the details, but yeah.
Well, I want to give a little sneak peek.
We haven't worked out the details yet. I mean, we're still going to have free shows on Friday.
Oh, what? Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So this is going to be extras.
Yes,
stuff.
all extras stuff. That's what I was going to say. I just wanted to lay out what to expect. I know you did.
My bad.
Yeah, it's okay. I forgive you. It's a conversation that we're having.
All right.
But we're also... I don't know where the fuck I'm going with this. All right, so just to give off a few things, we thought about what Brian mentioned earlier, a series with when we run into random people, random run-ins, some behind-the-scenes stuff, and maybe some Q&As. So there's a lot of different videos that we're going to put in there specifically. Man, it's been a long day. Specifically behind the scenes, it's going to be a fun one, I think. We'll have a lot of good times with that. But it's a chance for people to donate just a small amount of money each month. Just any little bit helps us. We'll be able to produce more content, better content.
All right. No, I mean, you could just try it 1 month, and it's going to be a minimal amount. I mean, we're not talking $100 or something. I mean,
I'm talking about like $3, $5, and like maybe $10.
It's going to be a minimal amount. So if you try it 1 month, if you don't like it, then you know what? Don't do it the next month. But we're hoping that we're going to provide content that's interesting and fun and exciting, and enjoyable, laughable, funny, whatever that people are going to like and enjoy and get a kick out of, and they're going to want that extra content, and they're going to look forward to it.
Yeah.
It's the hopes.
I think it'd be great because it also gives our listeners a chance that, like, they know if they run into us, there's a possibility we'll throw them on.
Right. We might do a random run-in.
Yeah, exactly.
Or live Q&A. For our next guest that we got coming. I don't know. There's a whole kind of ideas.
Yeah, it's so many things.
So much stuff.
Any random things that we just happen to want to share, we're going to share it with you. And I think the behind the scenes is also really neat because you'll also get a little sneak peek of how we edit.
Right. I'm going to take a look real quick just to make sure this camera's recording.
Okay.
We're still,
which is hilarious.
This podcast.
Man, you walked away, stop talking. All right, which is hilarious because it's more like me editing and Brian asking me, "Are you done yet? What are we doing?"
My phone died. I forgot I didn't have it charged very well. So I don't know how much video we got going so far.
Damn.
That's par for the course with this
video situation. That would be our biggest hang up right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Biggest hang up right now.
If you have any suggestions, please let us know. You can email us at crabconversationspod@gmail.com. You can find us. It came out of the wall. You can find us on Facebook. And
I don't think it's going to reach.
Brian went to plug his phone in with an extension cord, and the moment he got to his phone, the extension cord unplugged from the wall.
And it doesn't even matter because, now it's going to take freaking 30 seconds for it to get enough juice to cut back on. So
yeah, I mean, we could just cut all this out.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I've stuttered so many times, and we've gone on so many random-ass tangents that we're going to have to chop this motherfucker up.
Do you want to hit pause for a second? We just kind of wait for a second. We have what we need to have? When I was in the Air Force, we had ops checklists, for the people on the flight line. They had to go through all this checklist before that pilot could get in that jet fighter and take off and go do a mission or whatever, go over to Iraq. We had a checklist. We need to have an ops checklist. Is the phone charged so we don't have a problem where we don't record video?
You know what? I got a
the mic
better idea.
level's good. Is everything here? Do we have the beer? Do we have cold water set up for the guests?
Dude,
we have?
I got an idea. What? That's amazing, and I love it, and we need that. So start writing all that down after this. Secondly, on Patreon, we can make goals. when we get to a certain amount of number donations per month, we'll put the money to use in this way. It's a goal of ours to hit a certain opportunity. I don't know how to say it. If we get to a certain point that we can do a added bonus or something. But let's make the first option hiring someone to help us.
What do you mean?
Everything you just said could be done by an assistant or intern or just someone that wants to help us, because we need all of these things taken care of so we don't have to like freak out over it and it goes to
so like
shit.
if we got Clayton Lewis coming over tomorrow at 9 o'clock, we need this guy here at 8:15 making sure all this stuff on the checklist is set up and ready to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, not even that so much, just like maybe helping with scheduling or editing. Just
I don't mind being the contact for scheduling, to be honest with you. But I know, like Howard Stern, I was looking up his executive producer today, Gary Delabate, Baba Booey. And yeah, that's all he does. Well, that's not all he does, but that's his main job is scheduling the guest. He's been doing it for 30 years, since like 1984 or something. So longer than that, I guess. But
you just keep doing that then. I'll just start sending you my work schedule.
So I'm writing this down. Ops, check.
Oh, we can sync up calendars, right?
Oh, yeah.
Is it still not on?
No, it's on. I was just kind of mad that I was standing way over there and I said something, so the mic's not going to.
Well, thanks for walking all the way back over here to give us that disclaimer. That made a world of difference. Hey, everybody. That was my Joe Rogan impersonation.
And we're back on.
All right. Welcome back, YouTube world.
Welcome back, guys.
I know there was a while that you just stared at our logo for a little bit. Don't worry. I hope you memorize all the content on there.
That's right. Maybe we'll throw up a picture of Leia. No? People like Leia, I think. Give us some feedback. If you like Leia, say, hey, I want to see more of Leia. That's my dog, by the way. She's been in a couple pictures. She's been in the video on the first podcast that we did. Rolling around. What's the matter, Caleb? You don't like Leia?
Is she allowed in the studio?
She's not allowed in the studio because she unplugged stuff. But other than that...
Chews on the carpet.
When did she chew on the carpet? This carpet?
Literally last night. You turned around and you're like, I just caught her chewing on the carpet.
Last night.
And you made a huge uproar about it.
I don't remember that. What carpet? The one underneath our feet?
Yes. You see that part that's bunched up?
Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. If you want to see more of Leia, send us a tweet. Send us a message on Facebook.
Send us a tweet, all 5 of you.
Send us an Instagram. Send us an email. Please send us some emails. craftconversationspod@gmail.com. We want to hear what you guys think. I mean, we want to hear your suggestions. If you got certain guests you want to, maybe you got people that you know that are looking for an outlet to promote whatever they got going on, or they just want to be on a podcast, or they're fun, they're interesting.
Yeah, they don't have to promote things.
They don't have to, but usually people got something to promote. But if you have any suggestions for anything, we'd love to hear some feedback from somebody, please.
What do you mean somebody? We're getting feedback from a lot of people.
No, there's quite a few people actually that have either made good comments or suggestions or thumbs up, kudos on what we're doing, whatever.
Yeah.
We're not to hear from more people. I mean, we got.
I mean, always want to hear from more
that
people. Yeah, absolutely. I'm just saying we are at least hearing from people
in our site and stuff. So I think.
Yeah, if you guys haven't gone to our website, craftconversations.com.
I mean, that's the whole purpose of this thing is conversations. We want to talk to our listeners.
Absolutely.
Not just the guests. I want to be able to sit here and read some people's emails on the show and respond to them.
I would really like to do a Craft Conversations like brewery tour.
Tour?
No, tour's not the right word. You know, where everyone gets...
Brewery round robin or something?
Yeah, sure. You know, where we all just hit different breweries and drink a bunch of beer.
Oh, you mean with some listeners?
Yeah.
Like get the party bus or whatever and
yes,
just roll around to a few breweries.
Yeah, we all just meet up. Maybe make it an event.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Speaking of an event.
Oh, whoa. What was that?
What was it? Did I make a noise or something? Or just that pause?
Oh, no, it's just the air escaping from your esophagus. It made like a weird
It's
gurgling
these
noise.
sausages.
I know. It's just...
Jeez.
It's been his accurate. Fuck it. Why do I even try saying big words?
We're trying to put together an event, right? We want to do...
Oh, yes. Yes. Go ahead. Lay it out, man.
An event. We don't have all the details worked out yet.
Oh, shit, man. We haven't even talked to people.
We haven't even talked to the people involved yet. It's just all in our head
No,
at this point. But
you can't even say they're involved. It's just people we want to have involved.
we won't even mention any names. But we have a venue that we'd like to secure. We would like to do something probably on a Saturday or a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like a noon to 4 o'clock type thing.
Oh, yeah. That
A
sounds
4 hour.
good.
An event. You bring your lawn chairs, you bring your own beer, you bring your kids, family, whatever. And we'd like to have a musical event. And maybe some food trucks. And I don't know. It's a fundraiser of sorts, right? For this podcast.
It would be a fundraiser, yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
And it would help out, the local musicians that are going to be there as well.
Yep.
They get a cut of the proceeds, and also the food trucks would make some money. But it would be something to try and help us make our podcast better. Maybe even get a studio space other than the upstairs of my house.
Yeah, I mean, don't, like we said the other night, don't get us wrong. Actually, was that in editing? It wasn't editing. Don't get me wrong, I love the studio that we have now, but a real actual place would be phenomenal.
Yeah. So anyway, we're thinking about putting something together so all the listeners, all the fans can come out and they can enjoy a great time and have meet all the other listeners and have a great time with their family and their friends and listen to some great music, some great weather, have some good food from all local vendors and local musicians and whatever. So it's something we're working on, and we think that we have all the pieces to make it happen.
Yeah.
All the right people and connections and locations that we could do this event. And
it would be
and it could maybe be an annual type thing.
I think that'd be great.
Anyway,
absolutely.
That's where we're at.
Maybe the
That's the state
fundraiser
of the
just
podcast.
changes to something different if we don't need any fundraising.
Right. I don't think
we could donate
after
to
the first event
charity
it would be
or
a
something.
fundraising thing. It would be maybe money for charity type thing.
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
Yeah.
But we would love to have everyone out. I think, like we said, we're still working on all the fine details, but
it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when and where.
Yeah.
Well, I think we know where, but it's just a matter of when and getting all the logistical pieces to come together magically at one time.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Well,
we're getting about that time to wrap it up.
I think so. I mean, we've talked about the state of the podcast. This is where we are. We came from here, and this is where we're going. I think you're going to see some big changes here in the next few weeks with the way everything sounds and looks, and just the production value in general. The conversations are going to get even better and more interesting. And then what else did we talk about? We talked a little bit about where's Gordon. We don't know where he is. Who knows where he is tonight? He hasn't contacted us at all. So he will probably not be on this week unless we just catch him and we can fit him in between the next two interviews, or not interviews, the next two conversations we have going on.
That would be crazy. I don't even know how that would happen, but...
Yeah, because we're both got day jobs as well. So anyway, that's where we're at.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Talk to you soon.
We will talk to you soon.
Later.
Do you just have to have the last word?